The Amadot Nation-State Torah Conference titled The Media Challenges and Goals took place at the Arutz Sheva Education Academy in Elkanah. One of the issues dealt with was the connection between the observant sector and the media. Tennis Samuel was there.
It's more of a duel than coexistence, but it's a necessity and can't be neglected. In my opinion, much effort must be put into having the Jewish voice heard. The Charedim ultra-Orthodox religious sector shouldn't focus on PR, rather on conveying Jewish messages which are relevant to so many parts of society.
The Zionistic religious Orthodox community in Israel must be part of the media in Israel, must be partake in it, must lead it to places where it isn't there today. It must totally change the way, the language, the ethics.
But can the two worlds coexist? The religious world guided by clear rules and values, and the world of media, which sometimes seems to have no rules at all.
It doesn't go together, because the media is all about entertainment and is shallow. It looks for the story and not values. It's hard to approach the media with deep messages. I think it's the challenge of this hour, to adapt our messages very carefully to reach the masses. At the end of the day, we have to focus not on the negotiators between us and the nation. Rather, behind these negotiators is the people, and to them we must talk.
There's a lot of ethics about journalism, about media, about talking with each other, which we can find in our sources. We should use those ethics. We should show them as a model. We should show that there's a model of interesting media, but media which does not purposely try to defame where that defamation is not right. We should use our moral concepts and not give in to the moral concepts, or to rather immoral concepts of the general media in Israel. If we would do that, we would find that we would be real leaders and the media would be ours.
After discussing the attitude towards media comes the real challenge, raising the next generation of media professionals from within the religious sector.
What we should first be thinking about is education. We have to have our best go into the media. But you can't just go into the media. You have to learn what it means to go into the media. You have to be given the tools. To go today to be a soldier in Galei Tzahal as a religious soldier is very, very difficult. It needs ethical, moral help from rabbis, from women who understand what is happening and who understand our ethics. Because if you do not have that, our kids get lost. So what we need to do is educate a generation of people who will have the inner strength to go and actually lead us in the media.
There's still a long process for the Charedim sector to understand that there are talented people within it that must be incorporated into the media, not necessarily to work in the media outlets, but to know how to relate, be available, and become professional spokesmen.
And perhaps there's one other thing that we need, and that is that those people who have the funds, who are interested in helping education in Israel, who help education financially, should realize that putting their money into education towards media, into helping ethical organizations having to do with media, is something which is at least as important as having another class in the Talmud Torah.